This is the heavy newspaper activity. So I would use this in the middle of the unit as a formative assessment. And I would ask students to predict the behavior of the stick when it's underneath the paper. So the materials that we need for this are a few either old rulers or paint stirrers, as I've chosen here, and a sheet of newspaper or just a large sheet of paper. And with these materials, you'll begin with just a stick and no piece of paper here. And you'll place the stick at the edge of the table and you'll ask students to predict what will happen to the stick when you strike it on the edge overhanging the table. So if we strike it, the stick flies away, and you'd expect that answer from your students. Now we take the second stick, or the same stick if you have just one, and you'll take this sheet of paper here and line it up flush with the edge, and you want to smooth out the piece of paper. And you want to get all the air out from underneath it. And when you smooth that out, you'll ask the students the same question, and you'll ask, now what do you think will happen to the stick? And they'll give their predictions, and many of them will probably say that it's going to lift up the sheet of paper or something like that. So, same as before, you hit the stick with a large amount of force, and you hit it as close to the table as you can, and when you hit it, the stick should snap in two, and that happens because of all the air pressure that is holding the piece of paper down. This stick is not strong enough to overcome that force. You could even take a Sharpie and kind of draw out each square inch of a sheet of paper to demonstrate that there's 14 or whatever the equivalent air pressure is for your area onto the sheet of paper to represent how much force is actually being pushed down.